Now, each country has a military branch, and each country that has a military branch has an overseer of that military branch, and an overseer of that branch, and an overseer back to the UN. The United Nations goes, well, is this morally correct, and was it morally done correct throughout the end of the process? Have we figured out the end? Where are we at with it? The same role applies to Indians. You have different tribes. In the military, you have Army, Marines, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard. You have all sorts of different people. And people ask me, well, what branch of military were you? And I'm not a branch of military. I volunteered to help the military, which means the ones that didn't know what they were doing, I taught them how to do it. I am a Shawnee warrior. I can teach you how to do it. I'm not the one that taught me my ways. My ways have branched out. We have always been ones that have branched out and been a melting pot of everybody, except for ones that deny the availability of branching out and the availability of segregation, for the fact of that multiculturalism has to exist for somebody else. It has to exist under only one honor, and the factual matter is that multicultural person likes black people, so we can't get rid of black on black love. Unless it's in a fucking rape sense. So, even within the Shawnee tribe, there's different positions that people are supposed to be holding, and there's different Shawnees right now that are holding positions that shouldn't be holding positional power just because they're confused. And they're even like, oh, this is weird. I can't tell you the answer to everything. I don't know the answer to everything. But the British know a lot more than I do. They write down a lot of stuff. They write down stuff. Even if it's a loss, we write it down. So we learn from that. If we learn from the loss, we're going to come back and we're going to win. We may have lost this battle, but we won the war because we might have used captured Americans to fight Americans. And whether we lost the battle, we still won the war because the only people that died were Americans. And now your empire is fucked because you can't go to war with my empire because I'm going to do the same thing to you again. And you're like, we'll capture British people. Well, then we'll just take them as POWs. We know what we're doing. We know that POW camps can be considered a liberation camp. Because if you're an American that is denying liberation, then we as the French could kidnap an American as a POW and force them to do liberation work. And that is the ideology of the Statue of Liberty. Do I need to hold the flame to the goddamn fucking weed again? Or do you guys want to take the flame to the White House again? You need to learn how to create some peace here. A peace of mind, a peace of love. Something. And you know what I consider love.